All right, everybody. Well, happy Monday. Let's go ahead and get into our chat or the app, and then let's get kicked off. So we're gonna got 1 minute of cardio. Okay, so let's think about what are we gonna do. Start thinking about that. Are we jogging? Are we rowing? Are we ellipticaling? I just made that word up. But figure out what we're gonna do for cardio. Okay, and then from there we're gonna move right into a 2-minute AMRAP. So for 2 minutes, we're gonna do 20 jumping jacks. We're gonna do 10 sit-ups, and then we're gonna be doing 5 up downs. Okay, so that's gonna be kind of like a burpee, but no push-up and no jump at the top. After that, we're gonna move into another 2-minute segment, and we're gonna be doing 20 single skips with a rope or without a rope. We're gonna go 10 sit-ups, and then we're gonna be doing 5 burpees. So that's gonna be where we are going to have a push-up and a hop. Okay, so just so we're all clear on that note, we're gonna go all the way down, toes your knees, and then from here, we'll go up and do your clap. Okay, so this is gonna be the first 5 minutes of today's workout. And then from there, we'll go ahead and move on to our strength and then our conditioning piece. All right, well, give me a thumbs up if everybody's ready to rock. Letting me know where everybody's at. All right, you guys. Well, let me get my clock set up. All right, everybody, here we go. 1 minute of cardio. 3, 2, 1, and begin. All right, so it is Monday. Glad to see everybody. We're kicking off our morning right. Starting our day right. A little self-investment, so good work to you guys for doing this. It's gonna feel good today. There we go. All right. 20 seconds. Okay. 10 seconds. We're gonna move into that 2-minute segment. Here we go. In 3, 2, 1, begin. Jumping jacks, 20 jumping jacks. We can jump out, we could step out. From there, we're gonna be doing 10 sit-ups and then 5 up downs. Okay, so for the next 2 minutes, we're just doing that round and round. And then I'll let you guys know when we're going to swap it to the next 2-minute segment of 20 single jumps, 10 sit-ups, and then 5 burpees. But again, 20 jumping jacks, 10 sit-ups, and then 5 up downs. All right. All right, everybody, making sure we're breathing. Morning, Karen. All right, and then I just added the workout in the chat so you can see what's going on. So what's happening right now, everybody, is we're doing 20 jumping jacks, 10 sit-ups, and then 5 up downs. All right, we're gonna do this for about 50 more seconds. After this 50 seconds expires, we're then gonna move it into 20 single skips, 10 sit-ups, and then 5 burpees. So as always, as we're starting to warm up, start to identify or start to commit to what is your focus going to be today, right? We may have had a long weekend and you're just super pumped that you're here. So we're here to move, right? Oh, we're ready to rock and roll. And we're just going to give it a nice big push today. All right, 5 seconds, everybody. And we're going to move it right to 20 single skips in 3, 2, 1, begin. All right, for 2 minutes, we're gonna do 20 single skips, 10 sit-ups, and then 5 burpees, right? And then if we need to adjust in any ways, we'll make those burpees into up downs. But this is where we're gonna hang out for the next 2 minutes. There we go. I don't know if you guys have looked into the workout and see what is ahead of us, but it's going to be a lot of fun. All right, guys, one more minute. A lot of fun. The conditioning piece is going to be a lot of fun. Got some core work, hitting them legs. But the strength is going to be a neat one. We're going to do some Bulgarian squats today, or split squats, and then some dips. So we're going to hit those back of the arms. Okay, 30 seconds. Okay, 10 seconds, everybody. Come on, come on. Finish strong, everybody. 5, 4, 3, and stop. Good work today. All right, let's go ahead, grab some water. Let's go ahead and go into the chat or go into your app, just to kind of take a sneak peek of what's happening today. Okay. So what we're going to do, now I will say you guys can hold a dumbbell during the Bulgarian split squats if you'd like to. Okay. But what we're going to do together is we're going to do 4 sets. Okay. We're going to have a 12-minute running clock. We're going to be doing 10 split squats, 10 on the left, 10 on the right. So essentially 20 total. And then we're going to be doing 10 to 15 bench or box dips or chair dips. Wherever you guys are going to be at, we're going to be doing some dips. So we'll go over all these movements. Now, the first set, right? Because what I'm thinking is I'd like to stay within a 2 to 3 minute time block essentially for this. So it's going to give us some time to rest. And so the first set, we're all going to do it together. And then at that point, I'll see if I'm just going to kind of let everybody just kind of go, or are we going to stay within that 2 to 3 minute time segment? Okay. All right. So let's go to a Bulgarian split squat. Now, if we don't have a bench, okay, so this is what's going to happen. We're going to have a bench or a step. Okay. Now, I'm going to prefer, this is my preference right here, you guys, is I'm going to have an active toe. Now, an active toe simply means I'm on essentially my tippy toes. Another option would be to relax the top of your foot, okay? And it's just going to rest on the bench. But what's going to happen here, you guys, is we're going to go ahead and drop that back knee and then stand up, okay? So this is going to be our Bulgarian split squat, is we're just going to drop that back knee, come on up, and we'll get 10 on the left or 10 on the right, and then 10 on the left. Now, if we decide to hold a dumbbell, right, we can hold it across our chest. We can go straight down. We can have a dumbbell to our side. But that's what we're going to do when it comes to our Bulgarian split squat. So our toe's going to be on a bench. Now, let's just say that that is not an option. What's up, Les? What's up, John? Okay. But if that's not an option, that's okay. We can actually just stay on the floor. Okay. And again, one foot's going to be forward, one foot's going to be back, and we're simply going to go all the way down and all the way up. Now, the Bulgarian piece is us hanging out on that bench, okay? All right, so let's do this. Let's get ourselves situated really quick. Let's make sure we have a bench or we have a spot where we can do those Bulgarians. Now, I would say be very careful while you guys set yourself up, right? Balance is going to be a huge thing. If we can't get that full range of motion, right, doing the movement, let's just do those split squats with the lunges, okay? So the split squat is like a lunge. We're just not alternating legs. The Bulgarian piece is us on that bench, okay? All right, the next piece is going to be our bench dip. So I'm going to go ahead, give you a little bit of a different angle, make sure you guys have a good spot. Hands are going to be outside your glutes, right? So you're going to be hanging on the bench. and your feet are going to be out enough that you're going to literally slide your butt off the bench, but you're going to keep it super close to the bench, okay? At that point, I'm going to lower myself down, and I'm going to let myself, or I'm going to push myself right back up. Now, the further away that our butt gets from the bench, this is why I want it super close, is it creates an extra torque on your shoulders that you don't want, okay? So it puts it in a stronger position with your hips closer to the bench, and your shoulder becomes in a weaker supported position the further your butt goes away from the bench. So just be careful on that, you guys, okay? So find your spot where you're gonna be doing your dips. Now, let's just say, hey, Scott, I don't have a bench. I don't have anything to go. We simply would go ahead and go overhead with your dumbbell, and we'll go overhead tricep extensions, okay? Because that's what we're working right now, guys. We're working the back of the arms, okay? All right, well, let's get ourselves in position. We're gonna go ahead and do 4 total sets. Give me a thumbs up if you're ready. All right, awesome. Okay, well, let's go ahead and kick it off, you guys. We're gonna kick it off in 3, 2, 1, begin. All right, so again, we're gonna be doing 10 of the split squats on each leg, okay? Now, if you're gonna use dumbbells, by all means, go ahead and use them. I think that range of motion is going to be king for this movement. So if you can get your knee closer to the ground without the weight, I would say let's use that, right? So the range of motion is going to be more important than the weight that we're using. And then if you feel okay with that, then I would go ahead and then add weight to that. But I would recommend no weight first and then add a weight as you feel comfortable with it, okay? And it's not a fast movement, right? So 10 repetitions are a lot, right? But still take your time every single rep. You're gonna go down, you're gonna come up. You're gonna go down, you're gonna come up. And paying attention to where that weight, right, is as you go down. If you're more on the front of your toe opposed to your heel, you're gonna wanna keep that weight back a little bit more so you're on your heel and we're taking the pressure off of your knees. Now, again, an alternate to the Bulgarian would be taking the bench completely away and just doing the split squat, doing 10 completely on one side and then 10 on the other. Okay. Now, once we're done, we're going to go ahead and go 10 to 15 of those bench dips. Good. John, how's that feel on your shoulder? Yeah? Okay. Okay. Yeah, so one thing that we could do if you wanted to, John, is you could pull those elbows, like tuck them in, and you could tricep extend it, right? Opposed to going overhead. But the big thing that I want to really focus on, John, is that that back is flat, elbows are relatively close to your body, and you're really isolating that tricep. My thoughts that it'll just alleviate any of that overhead. Better, worse? Yeah, okay, cool. Yeah, congrats to John and Leslie for running their 5K this weekend. Yeah. Leslie saw this 5K online, decided to sign up for it. They're like, hey, this is what we're doing. Love it. All right. So, all right, let's go ahead and start the next set. All right, let's do that. Now, if we need to adjust in any way, like I said, I want to hang out here from 2 to 3, but this is going to be 3 minutes that we're going to take for each set. Now, if we finish off a little early, which I did see a bunch of you guys finish up a little early, rest, right? Think of it like this, right? If you've ever trained with me, we want to have rest within our strength. We don't just want to go right into the next set. So again, if we do need to adjust in any way when it comes to those Bulgarians, meaning repetition count, we could limit it to 5 to 8, okay, opposed to 10. Yeah, the balance is a whole trick of itself. There we go. Nice, Dan.
I'm running against a wall, so I have something to sort of tap
Support. Okay. Can kind of support yourself. All right. Nice. Yeah, using we talked about this before, but using a wall, using a door frame, you guys, I actually have a guy in class that does lunges with a stick because of his balance and whatnot, and it actually helps him kind of get out of that deep lunge. So, kind of alluding or just kind of complimenting what Adair just said, is she has support, right? She has a wall that she's using her hand on support. So it's going to allow her to stay in a better, stronger position and still perform the movement, right? What we tend to do is we tend to kind of do a movement sometimes, and sometimes when we kind of do a movement right, it actually is kind of bad. More damage is done because we're trying to put ourselves in a position that is compromised. All right, so we got about 40 seconds until we're going to start the next set. All right, everybody, let's go ahead and start the next round. I see you, Eva. You're like chomping at the bit. You're like, let's get it going. No, I know. I'm joking. All right. So I'll throw out a little icebreaker today. And the icebreaker today is, what is something you guys like to do when your birthday pops up, right? When your birthday comes up, what is something that you guys like to do in the week of your birthday or the day or on your birthday, actually? Is there something specifically you guys like to do? And it doesn't have to be out of the ordinary, right? It could be something like you like to do every day. But, when it comes to your birthday, you're like, man, I definitely want to do this. Okay. So we got a minute remaining of this set. But again, icebreaker is, what is something you guys like to do during the week of your birthday or actually on the birthday? So this is going to be just more of like storytelling right now. So I deep cleaned our house yesterday. So Kitty went out of town for the weekend, and I was like, I'm just going to start deep cleaning. So I recruited the crew, right? My kids. And then I started to declutter, right, some of my stuff. Decluttering is very hard, by the way. I don't know what it is, but it's very hard. I actually need to have one of you guys just come in and just take it all out so I don't look at it, right? But what I found, all right, you guys, we got about 10 seconds until we start that next set, all right, you guys? Okay, here we go. 3, 2, 1, begin. Well, what I did find in some of in one of my boxes was I found like old photos when I was in the Navy. But I found my photo when it was the first time that I held Elijah, which is super cool, right? So many of you guys know Elijah's 19, about to turn 20. But it only dawned on me yesterday, like this photo was my first photo holding my oldest. Anyways, very random, but thought that was pretty cool. All right. So as we finish up this last set, right, we're knocking out 10 Bulgarian squats on each side and then 10 to 15 bench or box dips or, overhead extensions. All right. So Leslie, her answer is the spa. John is snowboard or kiteboarding. Ooh, here's a question, John. Your birthday's not during the winter though, right? Yeah, a little bit more details on this one.
Yeah, it's in February.
Oh, it is in February. Okay, man. I thought it was like in May or June. Go ahead.
Yeah, it's windy and good snow conditions. And I always take the day off at work and get out and do something physical.
I like it. Okay, perfect. And Adair says, my birthday is the solstice, so I go watch the sunset on the longest day of the year. Love it. And is that June 20th? June 21st? Yep, June 21st. Oh. You and my mother-in-law have the same birthday. Yeah. All right, and then Karen says, go for a hike that is not boring, switchbacks, and get a massage. Ooh, that's a good idea. Hike, then massage. And then I'm guessing Dan, watch it rain. That sounds like Dan's answer right there. Tina says a massage. Yeah. All right, Eva and Chris and Colleen, we're really waiting on you guys now. All right, finish up, you guys. We got about 30 seconds, and then we're going to go ahead and get into the next piece. We got about a 17-minute conditioning piece popping up. Here we go. Well, Eva says, on the rare birthday without a kid sporting event, I like to go on a hike or the spa. All right. Well, if you guys are still finishing up, let's go ahead and finish up that movement. Should be on your dips finishing up. But I'm going to go ahead and start talking about our strength, or not our strength, but our conditioning piece. So we're going to be doing 2 8-minute AMRAPs, meaning where we're going to hang out for 8 minutes, getting as many rotations of the next movements I'm going to explain. We're then going to rest a full minute and then jump right into another segment of 8 minutes. So 8 minutes, 1 minute break, and then 8 minutes. So we're going to go starting off with dumbbell hollow flutter kicks, right? So make sure you guys have a dumbbell. And really the only reason the dumbbell is there, you guys, is to then help you stay in that position and really kind of give a deeper, I would say, involvement of the abdominal, upper abdominal especially. So we'll do 10 of those flutter kicks. We're then going to go right into 20 walking lunges. That's going to be 10 on each side, alternating, walking through your living room, through your gym, through your garage. And then we're going to be doing 30 double unders or tall jumps. Okay, so let's go over this. And just so you know, right, we're going to do the 8-minute segment. twice. So even though I said we're 8 minutes, 1 minute, then 8 minutes, just so you know, just to kind of keep it simple, the 3 movements that we're doing are going to be the same the next time we do the 8 minutes. Okay. So let's go over this. I'm going to get my bench out of the way. And then I'm going to go ahead and grab a water bottle. That's going to be my demo right now. But you're going to go ahead and grab your dumbbell, and you're going to literally just kind of hold it over your chest, kind of like we're doing a bench press. We're going to do a little bit of a crunch, get those legs up, and at that point, we're then going to do our flutter kicks, okay? Now, again, lower back touching the deck is going to be super important. Now, the lower your legs get, the less likely you're going to be able to keep that lower back flat to the deck. So really determine how low you want those legs to go. For some, we might have to keep them up really high, right? But the stronger your abdominals become, the lower your legs can go. Okay? So pick what's going to be good for you. Now, again, things when it comes to the walking lunge or the lunge in general, just remember that front shin needs to be straight up and down as that back foot pushes us forward. This essentially is what 1 point will look like when we then come over and take another step for that lunge, okay? So that front leg and that glute's gonna be the emphasis. Now, when it comes to the double under, right? This is gonna be with a rope. If we don't have a rope, that's okay, but I want you guys to do tall jumps. Now, tall jumps are, here's our regular single skips with or without a rope, and that's gonna be the tall jump. Okay, so again, we're staying more on the balls of the feet. The jump rope technique is still going to be the same. It's just going to be a little bit higher. So the difference between a single under and a double under is they both have one jump, but the rope will go around you twice, around your feet twice, right? Now, if we don't have a jump rope, that's okay. But I still want you to get that tall jump because in this position, right? Ankles are extended, glutes are tight, quads are tight, abs are tight. We're just higher, and I want you to float in that air. Okay. Now, the alternative to what we're doing is those toe taps. Grab a dumbbell that you're using with those flutter kicks, put it on the floor, and each tap will count as a repetition. All right. Any questions on that or any alternatives that we need? Or give me a flex when you're ready. All right. All right. Those flexes are getting good, you guys. Good. All right. So again, we're going to start on the floor. So let's everybody take it to the floor. Get my stopwatch all set up. Okay, flutter kicks, everybody. 8 minutes. We're going to do 10 dumbbell hollow flutter kicks, 20 walking lunges, and 30 double unders or tall jumps. All right, everybody, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and begin. All right, here we go. Okay. We got 10 of those flutter kicks, 5 per side. And then we're going to go 20 walking lunges, 10 per side. So just nice and smooth, you guys. Don't rush it. Making sure that front foot's flat. If we can get that back knee to the deck, let's do it. Right? It's not a must, but as long as we get it as close to the ground as possible. And another alternative, yep, there we go. The other alternative to our lunges would be, go ahead, good old-fashioned air squats. There we go. Now, as we stay in this 8-minute segment, right, grab some water, get some rest as you need, and then go ahead and continue. There we go. Good work, you guys. See, a bunch of you guys were done with the first set, and we're getting right back into that new one. All right. So Colleen says what she likes to do on her birthday is the day in San Francisco. Good. Stay in there, guys. Nice and smooth. Find that tempo that you can hold and just hold that tempo. There we go. All right. Okay. Now, once you guys finish up in that movement, yep, shake those legs out, shake those abs out, whatever you want to do. And then let's get right back into it. Think about one movement at a time. Woo. Turn those fans on, open them windows if it's still cool outside. There we go. It's kind of cool. Tina was up for a quick trip into NorCal, so I got to see her for like 2 seconds right after one of my jump jogs. I told her I'd give you a hug, but I'm really dirty right now. She said, "You're disgusting." Good. Now, ways that you guys can keep track of, now I haven't really got into the depths of this part, but ways that you can keep track of your repetition, or not your repetitions, but your rounds is, you know, in the gym, we use pennies, right? You use coins, mini whiteboards, or just like a piece of paper. Well, not a piece of paper, but the whiteboard, we draw a line through it. And every single time we finish up a round, let's drag our finger through that line. Because as we start to get deeper into the workout, we then start to go, wait, what round am I on? How many repetitions did I just do? You know, and so we start to lose track of where we're at. So if that is you, you are not alone. So you literally can grab anything that is going to help you keep track of each round. So grab a hand of pennies. And never forget where you're at again. All right, everybody, we're almost there. Gonna take a break in 5, 4, 3, and stop. Okay, 1 full minute break. All right, so go ahead and write where you're at. How many rounds did you get? How many repetitions into that round were you in that you did not finish? All right, so let's just say, you know, I just got done with my last round and I just got 10 of my flutter kicks. Well, let's say I did 5 rounds. 5 plus 10 would be my score. Now, what we're going to do in the next minute after we're done resting, we're going to start another 8 minutes. And we're going to start all over again. So we're going to go right back to those hollow flutter kicks again. Okay, and then we'll go ahead and do the 20 walking lunges and then 10 double unders or tall jumps. Okay, so 10 seconds, everybody. That minute went by quick, didn't it? All right, here we go, everybody. 3, 2, 1, and let's begin. All right, you guys, we are in a whole new 8-minute segment. Here we go. Again, 10 of those flutter kicks. And actually, yeah, it's 30 now. Yeah, that's funny. I was looking at it the whole time. All right, so don't worry about that first round. I totally gave you wrong information. The only thing that we're going to add, we're actually going to add 20 more of those flutter kicks. That's so funny. I looked at it like 3 times and I saw the same exact thing. So we're going to do 30 flutter kicks, 20 of those lunges, and then 10 of those double unders or tall jumps, right? So we're simply just flipping it right now. Okay, we're going to flip it. Now, if you did start off and you did do 10 of those flutter kicks, right, go ahead, get your 20 tall jumps. But then once we get into that next new set, go right into 30 of those flutter kicks, 20 of those lunges, and then 10 of those tall jumps. There we go. There we go. Yeah, the one that stays constant is going to be the lunges. That will still stay the same. But our flutter kicks and our double unders or tall jumps will swap, right? So 30 flutter kicks, 20 lunges, 10 double unders or tall jumps. Good work, you guys. Good push. You know, it's not easy getting up early. One, check, right? And it's not easy getting up early on a Monday for some. New week, kind of like new anxieties, you know, stuff that's popping up in the week. So getting up and just doing this as your first thing, your first productive thing on a Monday is huge, right? Not only does it set your day off right, but it sets your week off right. Haven't finished it yet, but I'm creating, I was telling a couple of you guys this week, but creating a calendar, a blank calendar that you can print off. You can put it up in your office, put it up on your refrigerator, where you can start to mark off your days that you work out. I mean, you can personalize it however you want to. But when you start to see every single day, the days that you're planning on working out and it's happening, right? You're more than likely going to do it the next day, no matter how you feel, because about that streak, about that routine, about the consistency that you're doing, and you don't want to break it. So something subconsciously in us keeps us moving forward and repeating those things. So anyways, my whole point of it is I'll put this in the group and I'll actually send it over to you guys so you guys can start to do that. The other one is I'm going to have a list it's going to be another blank list, because you're going to be able to create your own list, and you can either do it weekly or you can do it daily, and you kind of print off like 7 of them. But you can write down the things that you do each day that that build up your habits, right? So some of you guys, we talk about water, right? For some of you guys, doing that every single day helps you stay on track. Tracking your food, that's another thing, helps you guys stay on track. And then I know a couple of you guys all have your own unique things out there that help you stay on track, whether it's journaling, whether it's, connecting with a friend, connecting with your spouse, but you want to do it every single day. And so you want to make sure that you stay on track. And so all these habits that we do for our health and our fitness can totally go over into our friendships, into our relationships, into work and everything. So it's not just here for working out. Okay, keep it moving, you guys, right? As we start to get tired, right, we may want to slow down just a little bit, just to keep ourselves in a solid position. What tends to happen as we start to get tired and fatigued, we can start to get a little sloppy in our movements. So just be super mindful of that. Like, I just want to get it done. Well, just make sure we get it done right. All right. All right, you guys, we got about 2.5 minutes remaining. Okay, come on, keep it moving. Lesson 2. All right, guys, keep on moving, guys. We got about 1 more minute remaining. All right, so stay moving, stay focused, right? Tell yourself no more breaks, no more water. I'm just going to hammer this out. Okay, 30 seconds. Now, we do have a finisher out there, right? So this is going to be something that I'm going to have you guys finish up at your house after you're done. But I'm going to spend our last 5 minutes mobilizing. We're going to do our stretching. I know the importance of it. You guys know the importance of it. But I've been getting a lot of great feedback from you guys of how helpful that is. So I want to keep that trend going. All right, everybody, here we go. 5 more seconds in 3, 2, 1, and stop. Nice work, everybody. Good work. High five at you. Boop, boop. Maybe only a couple high fives. Adair didn't want to give me a high five. All right, guys, let's go ahead. Let's go into your chat real quick. Do the whole tally, right? How many rounds and reps did you get? And this is also for you guys. Make sure you guys put it in your app, right? If you've done a workout, put your results in your app. There's some stuff that we do track and there's some stuff that we don't track, but like this workout, we're doing as many rounds and reps as possible. We want to put our total, right? When it comes to, the first piece we did, right? If we did use weights, we're tracking the weight. And if we didn't use weight, we just put it in the notes, didn't do weights, okay? All right, well, let me go ahead, get myself at a certain angle. All right, well, let's go ahead and do this, you guys. Let's take it to the floor. Okay, let's go ahead and take it to the floor. And we're gonna start off, we did this before, we'll do it again, okay? Is we're gonna call this left shin over right shin, okay? So we're gonna go left shin over right shin. It's a very, very basic movement that when we were in elementary school, it was super easy, all right? Depending on kind of where we're at, when our flexibility is, it might be a little harder, okay? So we're gonna hang out here, left shin over right shin. And what I'd like you to do is I'd like you to sit up tall, maybe, and use your elbows to pivot off your knees to sit up tall. It's gonna hold you in a stronger position, right? Better posture. And we're just gonna hang out sitting up tall. Now, this is something that I would really encourage you guys to do, is that throughout the day, as you're sitting in a chair, as you're driving, as you're walking, remind yourself to walk and sit in an upright posture, right? What's really easy to do is to do what? Relax, right? The spine wants you to do that. But what our body and what we want, right? We want to be extended. We want to be in a strong position so we feel better, right? We don't feel aches and pains. Okay, let's go ahead and swap sides now. We're gonna go right over left shin, right? Depending on what your dominant side or your more flexible side is, this might be better or worse, meaning tighter, not bad. Okay, so my right shin is over my left shin, right? So as one's kind of like this, I'm then gonna pull it over and tuck it underneath. Does that make sense?
It's not doing anything for me. Like I can get in a full crisscross applesauce.
Cool. All right.
An alternative.
No, it's actually a really good position just to hang out there. Yeah, we'll get out of it pretty soon. All right, here we go. The next one we're gonna do is right leg's gonna be forward, left leg's gonna be over, and we're simply going to put your elbow on your knee and we're simply stretching out that lower back, okay? Find a position that you can hold and we're just gonna hold it. Okay, 30 more seconds. Now, what I would encourage you to do is use your elbow as you're on your knee, as you can use it to pull yourself around a little bit more, take you out of that comfort and give you a little bit of a stretch. Now, we're not overstretching, right? We're not forcing ourselves up to be in a pain cave, but what we are doing is we're challenging our normal position. Okay? 3, 2, 1. Let's go ahead and swap sides. So now right leg is going to be over my left leg and my left elbow is going to be pulling to my right knee. So I'm just getting like a lower stretch of the lower back. Okay, so we're just hanging out. My bottom leg is straight. The leg that's over my straight leg is flat. And then my right hand is just essentially kind of just behind me, just kind of give him a nice little pivot. So again, just kind of give yourself a little bit of an extra twist, a little bit out of comfort. We're not in a pain cave, but a nice little stretch. Okay, we've got about 5 more seconds. All right, 3, 2, 1, and rotate. All right, so what we're gonna do is now let's go ahead and straddle. Okay, just gonna open up those legs, and at this point, we're just gonna reach in front of us. And just kind of take us a mental note, like we're just reaching and touching the floor in front of us. So we should feel this, you know, depending on where we're tight at, maybe lower back, could be the inner thighs, but we're just reaching forward. Okay, 15 seconds. All right, left hand's gonna reach for that right toe in 3, 2, 1, and reach. All right, so we can go toe, we can go maybe your tongue of your shoe, or your shin, or even your knee. All right, 20 more seconds, you guys. Okay, we got 15. All right, let's go ahead and swap in 3, 2, 1. Swap over to your left side. Again, reaching for your toe or your shin. But just reach and just kind of challenge that range of motion just a little bit, but not where it's painful. All right, 20 more seconds. Ten seconds. All right, last one, you guys. Let's go ahead and reach in front of us now. We'll go a little bit of a retest. All right, because I feel like that would help loosen up that lower back a little bit. Should be able to reach a little bit further than you did prior. I got like a 12, I got like 6 inches. Foot difference would be a little bit aggressive. So, all right, 40 seconds. 40. Okay, 30 more seconds. Okay, 10 more, everybody. And 3, 2, 1, and we're done. All right. So good work, you guys. You guys knocked out 8 minutes of mobility today. All right, let's go ahead. Let's do our group photo. And then after that, you guys, I said I would encourage you guys to finish up with that finisher if you got time, or do it before you guys go to bed tonight. All right, you guys. Well, here we go. Get those guns a-blazing. Here we go. 3, 2, 1. And we're done, you guys. All right. Nice work today, you guys. I'll see you guys on Wednesday. And go have a great Monday.
Thank you. Have a good day.
See you guys.
Good day, everybody.